Think you need a fortune to own a sports car? Think again. Beneath the $9,900 hides a secret list of machines with wild souls, aggressive design, and more power than you might imagine. Today, we reveal 11 sports cars that defy the price and expectations. Starting this top with the number 11 spot, we have the Mazda MX-5 Miata 2010. With a price of around $8,900, it earns its place among the most accessible and fun sports cars on the market. This model is part of the third generation of the iconic Roadster that debuted in 1989 as a response to the lack of affordable sports cars. Since then, the Miata has sold millions of units worldwide, winning over enthusiasts with its simple formula: low weight, rear-wheel drive, and a pure driving experience. The 2010 model stands out for its balance between agility and reliability, thanks to its 2.0-liter inline-4 engine that delivers up to 167 horsepower. This engine, although shared in structural base with versions adapted by other brands such as Audi in the S3, stands out in the Miata for its response and low weight. Its 5- or 6-speed manual transmission keeps the sporty spirit alive, while the precise steering and well-balanced chassis remain a benchmark among cars of its type. At number 10, at just $5,995, the 2010 Ford Mustang 556 offers a unique combination of power, history, and timeless style. This version of the Ford Mustang represents a key evolution within the fifth generation of this iconic American muscle car, which was produced between 2005 and 2014. In an era where sports cars were beginning to balance power with practicality, this iteration of the Mustang managed to stay true to its rebellious and muscular heritage, but also adapted to new market demands, offering notable improvements in both design and technology and comfort. Although for many the soul of the Mustang is linked to the traditional V8, this version shows that a V6 can also deliver emotions. Equipped with a 4.0-liter V6 engine, it develops 210 horsepower and a torque of 240 pound-feet. Figures that, although they do not compete with high-performance V8s, do allow for agile and fun driving. This engine was also shared with other models of the Ford Group, such as the Chrysler Pacifica, which speaks of its reliability and versatility. Still, the Mustang knew how to make the most of it, achieving acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 6.6 seconds, which is a pretty respectable figure for an entry-level sports car. The year 2010 marked a turning point within this generation, as Ford decided to introduce a profound aesthetic renewal. The redesign included sharper headlights, a more aggressive front grille, and the iconic sequential LED taillights, which became a hallmark of the model. The hood was also redesigned, adding a power dome that not only gave it a more muscular and menacing appearance, but also improved the airflow over the car. But the changes were not only aesthetic. This version also received aerodynamic improvements to reduce wind noise and increase stability at high speeds. On the mechanical side, the suspension was adjusted to offer a more balanced ride, maintaining the firm character typical of the Mustang, but gaining in comfort and control, especially in curves or uneven surfaces. In the 9th place, we have the 6th generation 2010 Chevrolet Camaro of6, a sporty gem that combines modernity with a classic soul, with prices between $7,995 and $10,000. Built on General Motors' Alpha platform, also used by models such as the Cadillac ATS and CTS, the Chevrolet Camaro took a major turn in its evolution. Thanks to this architecture, it became a lighter, shorter, and more agile car than its predecessor, significantly improving its dynamic performance and cornering behavior. This weight reduction not only positively impacted acceleration, but also efficiency and driving feel. Under the hood, the Camaro featured a completely revised 3.6-liter V6 engine, capable of 335 horsepower and 284 pound-feet of torque. This engine not only surpassed the Mustang V6 of the time, but was also adopted by other GM models thanks to its balance between power and efficiency. It features advanced technologies such as direct injection, variable valve timing, and cylinder deactivation, which optimize fuel consumption without sacrificing performance. As an added value, this Camaro includes a drive mode selector, which adjusts the response of the engine, steering, and suspension according to the type of terrain or driving style. Aggressive design, advanced technology, and American soul, that's how this Camaro sums up. At number 8 is the 2010 Nissan 370Z with prices between $10,900 and $18,000, representing one of the most exciting and affordable sports cars of its time. Presented as the worthy successor to the iconic Nissan 350Z, the 370Z came with a series of improvements that placed it at a higher level within the segment of accessible sports cars. Under the hood, it incorporated a 3.7-liter V6 engine from the VQ family, capable of generating more than 300 horsepower, offering an exciting and energetic driving experience. This engine was also used in several Infiniti models, which speaks to its versatility and refinement. The chassis was optimized with an increased use of aluminum, which allowed the overall weight of the vehicle to be reduced and agility in curves improved. Inside, the 370Z received better quality materials and a more ergonomic layout. One of the great advances was the Synchro Rev Match manual transmission, a pioneering innovation that automatically replicated the toe heel technique when downshifting, facilitating more precise and sporty handling. Available in coupe and convertible bodywork, special editions such as the 40th anniversary model and the long-awaited Nismo version with 350 horsepower were also offered. With its compact design, great maneuverability, and premium features like GPS, Bluetooth, and heated mirrors, the 370Z proved that you don't need to spend a fortune to experience Porsche or BMW-style thrills. In the number 7 spot, we find the 2010 Subaru Impreza WRX for around $16,000 USD in the current market. This remains an irresistible option for those looking for adrenaline and all-wheel drive. It was born as an evolution of the redesigned Impreza in 2008, responding to criticism with an additional 41 horsepower, a firmer chassis, and a more aggressive image. Under the hood, it mounts a 2.5-liter turbocharged Boxer engine with 265 horsepower, sharing configuration with versions of the Porsche Boxster 9 Cayman, although adapted to Subaru's approach. The STI variant raises the power to 305 horsepower with an even more precise suspension. Its new alloy wheels, improved interior materials and technologies such as Bluetooth and heated seats made it a more complete and comfortable car. Although its consumption is not ideal, it offers pure emotions at every turn. Its safety was exemplary for its time, with perfect ratings in crash tests, making it an exciting but also reliable machine. Before continuing, if you want to see more videos like this, I recommend our video, Cars That Are Almost Perfect According to Consumer Reports. I will leave you the link above. Continuing with the top at number 6 is the 2010 Dodge Challenger V6, one of the most accessible muscle cars for retro-style enthusiasts, with prices ranging from $7,500 to $15,000 USD. Launched as part of the return of the iconic Dodge Challenger after decades of absence, this model managed to capture the visual essence of the legendary 1970s design, evoking emotions with its muscular silhouette, round headlights, and a selection of classic colors such as Plum Crazy, Detonator Yellow, or Hemi Orange, which reinforced its retro character. It was a masterpiece of nostalgic design with modern touches that made it a real eye-catcher. The base version incorporated a 3.5-liter V6 engine, which delivered 250 horsepower and 250 pound-feet of torque. This engine, also used in models such as the Ford Explorer Sport under another configuration, was oriented more towards comfort and efficiency than high performance, allowing a smooth and relaxed ride. The SE variant included a 5-speed automatic transmission, stability control, air conditioning, and a spacious interior with comfortable seats, ideal for both urban and road commutes. Although its acceleration was not the most exciting in the range, and consumption could be somewhat high, the Challenger V6 stood out for its imposing presence, its driving comfort, and its ability to offer a classic experience with touches of modernity. At number 5, with a current price of between $6,300 and $8,325, is the 2014 Hyundai Genesis Coupe, a model that has gained fame as an affordable gem for those who want a sports coupe with personality, power, and style without paying a fortune. This version marked the Genesis Coupe's 5th year of production, and it came with a number of key improvements that made it a serious alternative to more expensive rivals. The model offered two outstanding engines, a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine with 274 horsepower, which shared certain elements with other sports cars such as the Chevrolet Camaro, and a second, more robust option, a 3.8-liter V6 with 348 horsepower, also used in vehicles from brands such as Buick, Pontiac, and Chevrolet, including models such as the Monte Carlo and the Malibu, which accounted for its versatility and reliability. In terms of engineering, the Genesis Coupe was not far behind. It incorporated carbon synchronizers in the manual gearbox to improve durability, hill start assist, an 8-speed automatic transmission with rev matching, and the BlueLink connectivity system, which could send messages, report accidents, or alert if the car was moved without authorization. Although its suspension and driver response could be refined, its striking design, its level of advanced technology for its time, and its excellent price-performance ratio made it one of the most attractive options in the used sports car segment. In the number 4 spot, we find the 2010 Acura TSX, with current prices ranging from $6,855 to $13,999. It is positioned as an attractive option among used luxury sedans. This model marked a point of evolution within the TSX line, incorporating for the first time a version with a 280 horsepower V6 engine, an improvement that provided a more dynamic driving, added to a suspension, and steering adjusted for greater sportiness. A 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine with 201 horsepower was also available, shared with Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep models, which speaks to its reliability and versatility. The year 2010 marked a major milestone for Acura with the debut of the TSX Sportwagon, a family version based on the European Accord Tourer, which stood out for its sleek design and ample cargo capacity, ideal for those looking for practicality without sacrificing style. This model offered a more versatile approach within the premium segment, without losing the brand's characteristic sporty and refined touch. In terms of safety, the TSX Sportwagon incorporated advanced technologies for the time, such as automatic daytime running lights, ABS brakes with electronic distribution, stability control, and a hood designed to reduce pedestrian injuries in the event of an impact, which contributed to it obtaining the coveted top safety pick recognition from the IIHS. Its carefully crafted interior included high-quality materials and details inspired by luxury watches, offering a comfortable, sophisticated, and technological cabin that perfectly combined elegance, safety, and performance like few others in its category. In the top 3 of this list, we find the Audi A4 2012, a true jewel accessible within the competitive premium segment. This model marked a turning point for the brand in terms of design, technology, and efficiency, offering a high-level proposal at a price that is very attractive today. Currently, prices on the second-hand market range from $6,000 to $24,500 US, depending on the condition, mileage, and trim level. What made the 2012 A4 stand out was its major aesthetic update, which incorporated the distinctive single-frame chrome grille, modern LED daytime running lights, and a sharper, sportier silhouette that visually brought it closer to the more expensive models in the Audi range, such as the A6 or even the A8. This renovation not only improved its presence on the road, but also raised its perception of luxury without straying from its approachable character. Inside, the 2012 Audi A4 offered a refined experience with leather upholstery, real wood inserts, and the improved MMI infotainment system, with better fluidity and more functions, providing the driver and passengers with a comfortable, elegant, and technologically advanced environment for the time. In terms of performance, this model was powered by a 2.0-liter, turbocharged 211 horsepower TFSI engine, which achieved an average consumption of up to 11.1 kilometers per liter, positioning it as one of the most efficient sedans within the premium segment in those years. This same engine, thanks to its versatility and reliability, was so valued that it was even used and adapted by other brands, as in the case of the Mercedes-AMG CLA 45S, which speaks very well of its performance and potential. This model is part of a historic line, as the Audi A4 has sold more than 10 million units over 38 years, consolidating itself as one of the pillars of the German brand. Thanks to its advances in safety, design, and technology, the 2012 A4 remains today a supremely smart, reliable, and stylish choice in the used car market. The 2012 BMW 3 Series is ranked number 2, with prices ranging from $12,990 to $14,590. This marked the beginning of the 6th generation of this iconic sedan, officially debuting in February of that year. The BMW 3 Series of this generation established itself as one of the most complete and admired sedans in its category, thanks to a combination of design, technology, and performance that is difficult to match. Its more aggressive front design, with stylized headlights that were integrated with the double kidney grille, gave it a sportier presence. In addition, the larger cabin, with better materials and more space for the rear seats, elevated the daily driving experience. The vehicle incorporated a significant dose of advanced technology, including an enhanced iDrive infotainment system, driving assistance, and dual-zone automatic climate control. In terms of engines, the 328i marked an important change by adopting a more efficient and powerful 4-cylinder turbo engine than the previous naturally aspirated one, maintaining the balance between performance and consumption. For its part, the 335i retained the iconic turbocharged inline-6, a mechanic that shared architecture with high-performance engines such as the Hurricane of the Ram 150, which spoke of its robustness and power. One of the most innovative versions was the Active Hybrid 3, which combined that i6 with an electric motor to deliver a total of 335 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque, a rare configuration in its class. The extensive use of aluminum, the automatic start-stop system, and the double wishbone front suspension completed a package that stood out for its agility, comfort, and efficiency, positioning the 3 Series as an absolute benchmark in its segment. And finally, we have the 2012 Dodge Charger RT, that takes first place for offering a lot of muscle for a price between $7,999 and $15,000. Heir to a legend born in 1967, this model modernizes the aggressive spirit of muscle cars with a bold design, 4 doors, and a sporty soul. Although the V6 version debuted an advanced 8-speed automatic transmission, the RT kept the classic 5.7-liter Hemi V8, delivering 370 horsepower and a roar that evokes its lineage. This engine, also present in models such as the Dodge Challenger and the Durango, is synonymous with power and reliability. The interior was refined from previous generations, with better materials and a dominant infotainment screen. It also stood out for safety systems such as adaptive cruise control and forward collision alert. With retro styling, solid performance, and surprising technology for its time, the 2012 Charger RT became a modern icon within reach of many,